Line of Dutys Vicky McClure discusses her late grandmother's extremely sad battle with dementia. Line of Dutys Vicky McClure discussed her late grandmother Iris' extremely sad struggle with dementia. The 35-year-old actress, who plays a Detective Sergeant Kate Fleming in Line of Duty, said it was tricky when her granny, who passed away in 2015, was diagnosed with dementia. During her appearance on This Morning, she said, when anything hits your family or your real life, you need to know everything. It was like, scroll down for video. Vicky recalled how she and her family would get a glimmer of hope when her grandmother would respond to her mum singing. She said, my mum just started singing to her. Towards the end of her, my mum would sing and grandmother would spark up. You'd get a glimmer. Vicky revealed the dementia choir called her to get involved with a cut the ribbon job before her grandmother was diagnosed with the disorder. Now a BBC One documentary series, The Dementia Choir explores the vital link between music and dementia. It documents what the Line of Duty actress explained how music can uplift you and change your mood as she drew attention to the outstanding results music therapy has for people living with dementia. Last year, Vicky braved the elements in Nottingham when she walked with her nephew Daniel to raise money for Alzheimer's Society. Music can change your mood. I've had loads of yeah, obviously, it's extremely sad to have dementia in my family, but the dementia choir was emotional because I could see the choir doing those incredible things. Elsewhere in the This Morning interview, Vicky couldn't get away from discussing the hotly anticipated Line of Duty 90-minute special that's got the nation talking. However, replacement star was careful not to spoil the show for everyone tuning into This Morning at home. Vicky admitted she will be relieved once the finale airs on Sunday because she will be able to talk freely without the fear of dropping any spoilers. Some 225,000 people will develop dementia this year. That's one every 3 minutes. They'll be able to talk about it freely. I won't have to worry. The show, which is incredibly well written, is known for its use of acronyms, but Vicky confessed she still hasn't got to grips with all of them. She said, so hard. I did something. During filming, Vicky has been living next door to her co-star Adrian Dunbar, Ted Hastings, Andy Martin, Constant, Steve Arnott. No doubt fans were delighted to hear the close trio are firm friends off-screen as they cook, drink and party together. She said, I can literally bang on 80's wall. 80 does most of it. A global concern. Dementia is an umbrella term used to describe a range of progressive neurological disorders, that is, conditions affecting the brain. There are many different types of dementia, of which Alzheimer's disease is the most common. Some people may have a combination of types of dementia. Regardless of which type is diagnosed, each person will experience their dementia in their own unique way. Dementia is a global concern, but it is most often seen in wealthier countries, where people are likely to live into very old age. How many people are affected? The Alzheimer's Society reports there are more than 850,000 people living with dementia in the UK today, of which more than 500,000 have Alzheimer's. It is estimated that the number of people living with dementia in the UK by 2025 will rise to over 1 million. In the US, it's estimated there are 5.5 million Alzheimer's sufferers. A similar percentage. As a person's age increases, so does the risk of them developing dementia. Rates of diagnosis are improving, but many people with dementia are thought to still be undiagnosed. Is there a cure? Currently, there is no cure for dementia. But new drugs can slow down its progression, and the earlier it is spotted, the more effective treatments are. Source A. Lee rugby killer Michael Adeboah wants to serve out the rest of his 45-year sentence in a jail in ISIS released new video showing their leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is alive as he makes his first student, 19, is suspended from university after attacking a model in the face with a stiletto shoe. Don't mock my Ella, speak to me instead. Thousands back proud father of girl, 16, with Downs. Man and woman are arrested over leaked photos of Emiliano Salas' body in the morgue were posted. Alison Boshoff she's the TV host who trebled her breakfast show ratings, but when it comes to love. Exclusive Meghan Markle's estranged father picks up takeaway food near his Mexican home while two men who cynically sexually exploited young girl who was attacked from the age of 11 go on. Prince Harry's scandalous adventures in Africa. No, Meghan, not your husband but his great-great. The middle-aged workers too qualified for their jobs. People in their 30s and 40s are the most tearful family of mother of two feared to be one of two women found dead in a freezer visit scene is mother of three who stole more than £30,000 by posing as single parent was caught out when model drowns after jumping into the sea to rescue her puppies that were blown into the ocean during police arrest man, 18, in hunt for child snatcher who's seen running away from woodland after pictured woman left with 5% brain capacity who needed 20 ops to rebuild her head. Andorra royal doctor, 68, who treated Princess Diana and officially identified her body admits to a series
raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.